Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at Ethereum. We're also going to go ahead and review our last trade setups, on Neo, Band, KUSAMA, Litecoin, and Avax. And we're also going to be talking about some new setups on Dogecoin, EGLD, Balancer, CRV, and Filecoin is already breaking up, but we're going to talk about it, okay? We talk about most of these setups in my premium group and all that good stuff before they break out, okay? So if you're new to our content, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join the public Telegram group, link in the descriptions. If you're looking to join Send Premium and on Discord and all that good stuff, make sure to join the Discord group, link in the description, right? So now let's dive into the analysis regarding BTC. We're gonna start off on a weekly basis and all that good stuff, right? So now, when we take a look at BTC on a weekly basis, we're looking to break above the weekly 21 EMA. It is a good sign, right, in the short term. Right now, we got like less than 24 hours to close above like a 39,673. Closing above 39,673 could basically, make the bears starting to give up and all that good stuff. But let's see over the next like a few hours how we're going to be closing above the weekly 21 EMA. As of now, bulls in control, even though price is above like a 40k. We talk about 40k and higher, it is a bear territory. So even though it is a bear territory, you don't want to be basically jumping into quick and basically start like a shorting without no bearish divergence and all that good stuff. We're going to take a look at it on the lower degree. So bulls are still in control. We talk about it on the 3-day basis right here in my premium. When BTC broke out on a 3-day basis right there, okay, just about 33, what we said was like it is a 3-day reversal, so it is not a fake out, okay? It is a nice reversal after the retest of the 30k. Remember, if you guys recall, we were waiting for the weekly not the weekly but the monthly 21 EMA support, but price action could not dip all the way down to the monthly 21 EMA. Let's take a look at it right here, right? If we take a look at the monthly, so if you take a look at the monthly 21 EMA was right there, just about like a 27.7, okay? Price action dipped all the way down to like a 29.2. So after we got the 3-day reversal, we said, okay, we might need to forget about the monthly 21 EMA and go with the 3-day bullish reversal. So we took it from like a 33 right here and we're still bullish, okay? So it is almost over 9,000, almost 10,000 points from the 33 to a 42 and a half and all that good stuff. So 3-day time frame, it is still bullish, okay? So one thing we need to keep an eye on right now is like what type of resistance we could expect, right? So in order to expect like some reversal, we need to pay attention to our Fibonacci, right? As you can see right here, we just about like a 50% pullback. So I'm expecting some sort of like a consolidation at 43. It doesn't have to, but if we get some consolidation, we just know we just gotta know like it is something normal. So we just have to wait for price action to give us some bearish divergence on the 6 hour to 8 hour time frame before we say price action going to be reversing and all that good stuff. If we break the 42, we got the 0.618 at 47.5. We talked about it last week. We said we're going to be getting some sort of reversal, okay? Once we pump back up, we're going to be pumping back up to 0.618. However, you cannot say like where will be your 0.618 because you could not basically find the bottom yet. But as of now, we could be very confident, right, to say the bottom, right, short-term bottom, okay, is at 29k, right? So we're going to say, hey, our 0.618, if we break the 50% pullback, 0.618 going to be at 47.5. So two areas, okay, we need to keep an eye on, okay, 43k and 47.5, okay? So keep an eye on 43 and 47 over the next like a few days. Could we break above it? Absolutely. Once we break above it, we're going to take a look at it. If we get some rejection, I'm going to give another price update and all that good stuff, right? But the main thing to remember, if you're a bear, is like you just have to suck it up and wait for price action to give you some bearish setup. overall the macro trend, it is still bearish, right? But short term bulls are in control. It is easy. All right, so now let's take a look at BTC on the lower degree. So if you take a look at BTC on the lower degree, make sure to join my public Telegram group and all that good stuff. I told you guys a couple of days ago when BTC was at just about like a 40k. Okay, we said we got a short-term bearish divergence, right, on our 4-hour time frame. However, just because you got a short-term bearish divergence, right, on your 4-hour time frame doesn't mean price action will dip. It only means like price action will correct. Okay, the type of correction, we didn't know what type of correction we're gonna get. One thing we were saying was like, you know, we got our, let me check the chat room, guys. Hey, what's up, David? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hey, what's up, B-Boo? Bye-Boo. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Who, me in the house? Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. So what we were saying was like, okay, we got a bearish divergence right here. So, you know, most likely most of you guys caught it, right? But what I was saying was like on our 6-hour time frame, right? We know we're gonna retest our 21 EMA at some point. We just didn't know at what price level we're gonna retest it. So what I was saying was like, we could retest the 6-hour 21 EMA at 38k, right? Give or take. We didn't know at what price the 21 EMA going to be anyway, right? But we retested the 38.2 and bounced right back up. All right. So if you are bearish right here, just because you got a 4-hour bearish divergence, right? That's really bad. Okay, I feel bad for you if you shorted like, you know, the dump. Okay, if you shorted right here, you would have basically just put your stop loss. If not, sucker gonna wreck you. Okay, so have to be very, very cautious, right? And one of the reasons why I said it was still bullish, if we take a look at it on the daily, right? Because on the daily we did not get any bearish daily candle, right? So the daily was still bullish, right? So you take a look at it right here. That's the dip we got right there, okay, at 38.2. So you take a look at it, no bearish daily candle. So I wasn't trying to basically be the first one to short the top. I always say, okay, I always been saying like, don't try to find the top, okay, trying to short the top. Just basically go with the trend. Okay, that's what we did over the last couple of weeks, right? When markets, okay, were dropping, we were basically shorting. Remember Band, okay, Atom, you know, SNX and all that good stuff, right? We shorted them all, you know, on the downside. On the upside, we basically, you know, took a, you know, AVX was a long position, KUSAMA, Litecoin, Band, Neo, all of them, you know, were going up, and we were just going with the trend. Okay, so that's why I was saying, don't try to short the top. Okay, sucker is still pretty bullish. Okay, it is still pretty bullish, right, on the daily. Now let's take a look at BTC on the 3 weeks time frame. Okay, the 3 weeks time frame right here, we're not going to talk about the monthly. We're going to talk about the monthly tomorrow, right? I'm going to go live tomorrow. So the 3 weeks time frame, guys, if you guys remember one thing, okay, only one thing, when BTC was dropping right here, what I said, don't basically try to short it below the 3 weeks 21 EMA. And I gave you multiple examples, okay, and I said yes, it can break it, but if we break it, we're just gonna dump down to our monthly 21. That's it, and we're gonna get a nice bounce back up. So the main thing is like, we just didn't know, okay, how long we're gonna stay in this range. That was a big problem, okay, and we stayed in this range like for like almost 2 months before we get the breakout. So all we needed to do is like just to be patient and stay with the macro trend. Yes, price action been pumping from 30 to 40k and all that good stuff. So we just been buying at 30k and selling at, you know, 39 to 40k. Okay, that's all we've been doing over the last 2 months. So if you've been following like many bears and calling for like a 14k and all that good stuff, I was telling you guys, it could take over 9 months to break below, you know, 30k, or even like a, you know, let's say 25 or 20k. All right, so something to keep in mind, just because we get a big red candle, right, a big red candle, right, doesn't mean it is bearish. I know that Don gonna call for you know, shot, boom boom and all that good stuff. We're going to 14K and all that, but you just have to be very, very cautious. Okay, just because market is down 20% doesn't mean you know, it is going to continue to drop every single day. Okay, just because market is pumping also doesn't mean, as I just said, we got a resistance at 43 and at 47, and after that we're going to take a look at it, because the overall market trend, it is still bearish. Okay, it is still bearish till we break above 65K, and we could be reversing, you know, on a macro bullish uptrend. Okay, so now let's go ahead and then take a look at Ethereum. Okay, so I like Ethereum, and we talk about Ethereum regarding the big flat correction right here. So we said we could get this one, the small one right here, right, or we could get the big one right there. Okay, it seems like we're gonna get the bigger flat correction at, you know, if we pump all the way up to like a 2750, 2850 resistance. So keep an eye on Ethereum. You know, the 3-day MAC, they just crossed bullish, but it is not a divergence. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to break above 2850. But 2850, it is going to be a big resistance over the next like a few days and so on, right? So now let's take a look at Ether on the weekly basis. So Ether short-term resistance, right? Next one just going to be at 2850 right there, give or take. Okay, 28 to 2850 right there. All right, so now Ether on the weekly basis, right? So the good news is like we back above the weekly 21. However, guys, I got a bad news. MACD, it is still negative. Okay, so it means even though we're pumping, okay, it is still bearish. Okay, even though we're pumping, it is still on the macro scale, it is still bearish. We could get a good news if and only if, you know, MACD crosses positive. Okay, we could say, hey guys, we got to suck it up because we're going to break above 43 and we're going to go all the way up to the moon, right? So Ether macro scale, it is still bearish. Short-term resistance at 2850. Okay, so if you take a look at it back in 2018, as you can see right here, right, even though we pumped back above the weekly 21, right, MACD did not even cross positive for like a, you know, 3 weeks after, you know, crossing above the weekly 21 EMA. So we just have to be very cautious and just take the short-term trade and basically just suck it up afterward once we hit 2850, right? Could it pump higher? Yes, right, it could, but we will take a look at it if we break above 3K. All right, so now let's go ahead and review what we talked about last week regarding our altcoins. Let's go ahead and take a look at. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Neo, Band, KUSAMA, Litecoin, and AVAX. They all hit targets, right? Except KUSAMA still breaking out, could hit target over the next like a few days and so on. After that, we're gonna take a look at Dogecoin, EGLD, Balancer, CRV, and Filecoin, right? So now let's start off with Neo. So Neo, we basically talked about Neo on a 6-hour basis last week, right? When Neo was just about like, you know, 29 right here. We were saying like it could drop back down to a 26.5, right, or 27. It just dropped down to like 29.5, 28, and bounced right back up. We were looking for like 35 to 37, sucker pump all the way up to a 47. Beautiful move, right? Even if you got in anywhere around like a 27, 28, it is still a 55% move. Okay, 55% move. Now let's go ahead and move on to Band. Okay, Band, kind of unlucky on Band, did not drop down, right? So I wasn't very aggressive with Band, but the main thing was like the setup. You can see like right here when Band was like just about like a 5.1, 5.2, we said we're going to be pumping all the way up to 6.5 to $7. So a nice 30% breakout, you know, following the trend. It is still very, very strong. Next resistance, it is just about like a 7.7. Okay, but bears could be showing up at any given time in this range if we don't get the breakout above $7. Okay, so if you're still bullish, just have to suck it up, put a stop loss, and let the market do the work. You know, and basically just sit tight and relax basically, right? So next one going to be KUSAMA. So KUSAMA right here got in pretty early, just about like a 182, right? It broke out to the upside right there up to 205 and dumped right back down. So if you did put your stop loss away, you're not going to worry about too much about the dump, because the overall trend is up. Okay, upside target just about 235 to 240. We're most likely going to get there over the next like a few days and so on, right? So the trend, it is still up. If bulls are not comfortable enough, they could just put their stop losses above entry and all that good stuff, right? So the next one, it is going to be Litecoin. We talked about Litecoin last week. Now we're breaking above resistance. Best thing to do for Litecoin right now is just to put a stop loss above entry and let the markets do the work. Okay, next upside resistance for Litecoin, 175, 180. This level of resistance, just about like a 145, was a tough resistance to break. So I'm surprised like we're breaking it. So it is a good news if you're still holding on to your Litecoins. Even if you're not taking a long position, just holding on to your Litecoins, it is going to be a nice move. Okay, the bearish divergence is fading away, right? So we're most likely going to lose the bearish divergence if we break above like a 150, 155 and so on, right? Because we could get a nice easy ride all the way up to 175, right? 180. Okay, AVAX. Okay, we talked about AVAX when sucker was like just about like $11. Okay, right here, if you take a look at it, we got a nice 27 to 30% move to the upside. No bearish divergence at all. Beautiful bullish divergence right here. Beautiful. Okay, bullish divergence on our 6-hour basis. Beautiful crossover, 21 EMA over 100 EMA, breakout to the upside, guys. Looking pretty healthy. Next upside resistance could be all the way up to like a $20, right? But I will take a look at it again. I'm not making that call. We'll just let the markets do the work as of now and see what we're going to get above $14. It is definitely going to be coming back down, right? We just don't know what type of action we're going to get in this range. Okay, if we pump retest it, that could be a nice follow-up right there, right? So keep an eye on AVX over the next like a few days, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at our new setups. Okay, the first one going to be Dogecoin. Okay, I've been watching Dogecoin over the last few days. Just decided to basically suck it up and go with the market. Price action, just about like a 21.5. Next resistance all the way up to 26 to 28 range. Okay, right here you could be looking for a nice 27 to 30% breakout over the next like a few days, right? So Dogecoin looking pretty healthy. MACD is about to cross positive, right? The only thing we could anticipate, in terms of bearishness is like MACD just flip back negative. Okay, that could be a bad sign, right? However, bulls just need to suck it up and put a stop loss somewhere around like a not 1 but 17.5 and all that good stuff, right? 17.5 cents, right? And would be looking for the 26 to 28 cents range, right? Beautiful breakout. So we just need to follow through right here. Even if you get a double top, it could even be something like that, a wedge pattern. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna get, but the trend is pretty strong for Dogecoin as of now. The next one going to be EGLD. Beautiful setup also. Next resistance just about like the first week of July, so 104 to 105 could be a nice 20% breakout. We broke above the resistance trend line right here. Started the trend line since right there, May. Okay, first week of May, first week of April. Okay, first week of April. So if EGLD is like, if EGLD is to follow the market momentum, right, we're most likely going to see some big move over the next like a few days. Beautiful support right here. No bearish divergence at all. Everything looks pretty ready to get the move to the upside over the next like a few days. I don't think it is going to be a short-term trade. I'm not looking for a short-term trade. It could take a while, but the main thing is like to get the direction right, not how long it takes. Okay, upside resistance all the way up to 104, 105 range right there. Okay, next one going to be Balancer. Okay, so Balancer, same type of setup. Okay, beautiful setup right here. Did not quite, okay, retest the lows right there, right, but was good enough. Okay, retest, dump all the way down to like a 0.786, 0.786. Okay, and right now we're breaking above resistance, just about like $22. Upside resistance up to 26. Okay, $26 right there, 26. So keep an eye on Balancer over the next like a few days. No sort of bearish divergence, right? Yes, bears could be calling for a bearish divergence right here, but the thing is, you just don't know how strong the MACD going to be over the next like a few days. All right, it could just keep on pumping. That's why I don't like to call for a bearish divergence unless we get a short-term, you know, a short-term U-turn, right? Then I could be saying a bearish divergence, but as of now it is pretty strong, and we could get the 26 over the next like a few days, right? We don't want to break below like a 17.5, just like Dogecoin, 17 cents. Breaking below it could be retesting the lows at $15, right? So keep an eye on Balancer. The next one going to be CRV. CRV, we talked about it in my premium. I said it over the last few days. I said like a, you know, CRV is likely to retest the $2 range, right? Right here, we just broke out yesterday, right? Retested the 160, 163 range. Now we breaking above the 175. It is a good news. Bulls are in control. Beautiful MACD, beautiful RSI. Take a look at the MACD. No sort of divergence. We're making high highs. It is a very strong move. Okay, so we could be looking for another 15% move. Okay, so if you're in our premium, you probably got in early, right? And you're looking for a 28 to 30% breakout over the next like a few days, right? So the next one going to be Filecoin. So Filecoin, I said it also in my premium group, right? When File was at 48, I was thinking like we're gonna drop down to 45. I wasn't very confident, you know, and the reason why I was not very confident was like we did have a head and shoulder pattern formation. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait, because sometimes these head and shoulder pattern formation don't play out, right? So I'm just gonna watch what the market will do. You see what I'm saying? If the overall market is, you know, bullish, most likely the you know, head and shoulder pattern formation not going to be playing out. If it plays out, beautiful. We're just gonna take it from 45 and, you know, take it to the moon. If not, if we break above like, you know, 53, it is likely to continue its breakout. So we broke above 53. Could it come back down and retest the 53? Absolutely. That could be a nice re-entry for the bulls, right? You know, and we could be pumping to the upside, but it is not guaranteed, right? We're going to be dumping back down to the low 50s, right? So next upside resistance, that's what we're going to focus on. It is going to be just about like 63 to 65. It could also break above 63 because Filecoin is very aggressive when it pumps. So just keep an eye on also at potentially just about a $75 to $80. So it means like bulls have to take profits at, you know, at least 65, and bears just need to be patient, right, to see if price action could be breaking above 65 and retest the $75, $80. But definitely 63 to 65 going to be a good range for the bulls to start taking profits and basically watch, you know, what the bear is going to be doing over the next like a few days and so on, right? So guys, I'm just going to take a look at your requests, right, and to see if you guys are still bullish and all that good stuff, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at XRP for FR, XRP, USDT. So XRP, the thing with XRP, it is going to break out. I was thinking, like, I was talking to, I think, Aldo, right? Aldo is a moon boy. So I was saying like the 71 to 75 is a resistance, right, for XRP. right? And exactly, it is a resistance. So we struggle to break it. Now we're breaking above it. That's the good news, right? Now let's take a look at it on a 8-hour basis, right? On the 8-hour basis, we're breaking out. That's the good news. So next level of resistance for XRP going to be almost at 90 cents, right there. That's going to be the first. That's going to be the first resistance. The second resistance is going to be at 103, right there. Okay. So it is still looking very, 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 very juicy now. Okay. As we breaking the 75 cents resistance. Short-term support going to be the 211 EMA on our 6-hour basis, and if we break below the 6-hour 211 EMA, we could be retesting the 100 EMA at 65 cents. Okay, as long as we can stay above the 100 EMA, the move up to basically 92 and even like a 103 is possible. Okay, could be possible, right? So we just need to stay above the 100 EMA on a 6-hour basis, right? On a daily basis, our 6-hour 211 EMA is close to our 211 EMA on the daily, 66 cents. So we just on a daily basis, you just need to watch your 211 EMA. Okay, 100 EMA at 78, so we could struggle to break it, right, in the short term. But it is it is on a daily analysis, right? It is on a daily time frame, right? So a dip down to 65, 66 and all that good stuff, it is not going to make it that bearish, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at XTZ. So XTZ, we just got a nice bounce back up, beautiful move, right? Wedge pattern, broke out, retested the 211 EMA, just like what we just said regarding XRP. Retesting a possible retest of the 211 EMA wouldn't make it that bearish. Okay, so XTZ retested the 211 EMA, now breaking out on the daily. Beautiful move. Okay, beautiful move. Okay, next resistance almost at $4, almost at $4, right? So we just have to break the 100 EMA on a daily basis, right there at 3.4. Breaking above 3.4, guys, we gotta go to the moon. All right, up to $4. Now let's go ahead and take a look at ICX. So ICX, we did have a short-term breakout in our premium for ICX, right? After the breakout above 87 right here, right? Broke out above 87. I was like, okay, we're going to take it all the way up to 104, 105. Okay, beautiful move. Okay, July resistance right there. All right, so let's take a look at Ics Btc. So Ics Btc looking pretty juicy, just like a CRV, right? Not CRV, but a 1 inch. Okay. Nice bullish divergence on a 2-day basis, right there. So price action needs to basically regain control of the 211 EMA. If that's the case, we could get a short-term rejection at the 100 EMA again at 3,000 sats. So you're looking at another 20% breakout, if and only if we can break above the 211 EMA. Okay, in the short term. So let's wait till we break above 3,000 and we're going to talk about it again, right? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Moonboy, ICP for Moonboy. So ICP, I did have a analysis in my premium regarding ICP. When ICP was right there, almost at $30. Okay, we said it's gonna pump and it's gonna retest the bottom right here. And if that's the case, once we get confirmation right here, we said we're gonna be reversing. Next resistance I'm looking for ICP, not ICX, it is just about like a 57. Beautiful not bull divergence, but beautiful bull flag, right? We got the bull divergence right here on the lower degree, bull flag right here. Next resistance, just about like a 57. However, I like it on the higher time frame, not just the daily basis, right? On a 2-day basis, if we can break above the 2-day 211 EMA right here, that could start a big trend to the upside. All right, it could be a multi-week or even like multi-month, okay, of a bull trend. We need to break above the 2-day 21, okay, just about like a 57, 51 range, right? Yeah, the 2-day 21, it is just about like a 51. Yes, we got a target up to 57, but we got to stay above it. That's what I mean, right? So ICP is still looking very, very juicy. Of course, the downside target, if we break our support area 28, it is going to be almost at $14 to $15 range. All right, so just have to suck it up. Could be very bullish, but if we break the 28 support, bang, okay, $14 to $15 range. Let's go ahead and take a look at SOL. So beautiful breakout, right? Did get the triple bottom right here. Price action above the 21, looking very juicy on a 2-day basis. Next resistance to look for, just like Ethereum, $42. Okay, if we break above $42, we're going to talk about it, right? But short-term resistance 42, the higher time frame resistance 55. Support is still going to be around like $20. Hey, what's up, Peter? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Mr. Shu, Ics Btc, is it dead? No, it's not dead yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at BZRX. We did get a big breakout on BZRX. Nice move on BZRX, guys. Beautiful. The thing with BZRX, you just have to be very patient. The trend. I almost took a long position on it, but the thing is, I wasn't patient enough, right? Because it was kind of choppy in this range, right? On the lower degree, the daily was looking great, right? But the lower degree, it's kind of like very choppy. Even though it's gonna go up, you just have to suck it up and put a stop loss like way below the support area right here, just by like a 30 cents. So we could be looking for next resistance at 33 if we break this resistance right here. Okay, if we break 33, we're going to take a look at it again. We can talk about it in my next live stream. All right, so temporary support at 20 cents at the 6-hour 100 EMA. On the daily, it looks pretty nice. No sort of bearishness on the daily. So if you're bullish on it, I would just suck it up and let the markets do the work, right? Because the daily 100 EMA, it is almost at 32, 33. So it looks pretty nice. Right? It looks pretty nice, just like 1 inch. I hate 1 inch. Let's do this. I just always have to type a letter first. Okay, just like 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch, beautiful move. We talk about it in my premium. Let's go ahead and take a look at it really quickly. Guys, make sure to hit the likes if you enjoy the content. I'm giving you one of the best analysis, guys. We're not bullish, we're not bearish, we just go with the trend. Okay, yes, the macro trend, it is still bearish, but in the short term, we're pretty much very neutral. We just go with the trend, and I've been giving you one of the best setup over the last few weeks and so on, right? Even months and years, right? Let's take a look at the Discord. Right here. Okay, so if you take a look at a 1 inch, right, just like a couple of days ago, yesterday, right, when, you know, 1 inch was just about like $2.20. We were calling for the almost like a 2.8 to $3 range. All right, so beautiful divergence both on the dollar and also on the BTC pair. So the BTC was looking pretty juicy, so I was like, okay, we just have to suck it up because it looks pretty julish. All right, so multiple other setups also, right? So take a look at CRV. Bang. Okay, we talked about CRV in our premium right there. The ICX broke out, right? As soon as we broke out above, 87, we said we're gonna take it all the way up to 104, right? File USDT, we talked about it right here before the breakout. We said look for a breakout above 53 because we still got a target up to 63 to 65, right? ZEC, I didn't talk about ZEC during the live stream, Zcash, but we talked about Zcash and how we could be breaking out all the way up to 125 to 130 range, right? Band, beautiful target, 6.5 to $7. So ICX once again hit target 104. If we take a look at my long positions, long swing setups, we just updated Dogecoin right here. Okay, looking for the 26 to 28. Neo, we talked about Neo before the breakout, right? That's the setup right here. We said we're gonna be pumping all the way up to 35 to 37, right? Band right here. Okay, before the breakout, we already right now at 6.7, 6.5, almost at $7 and all that good stuff. So the most bullish setup we're looking at right now, it is Dogecoin. That's my first time taking a long position on Doge. So let's see if Doge going to give us a big move, or if Doge going to give us some short-term short-term trouble and all that good stuff, right? Probably we won't see Rex City with Doge, right? But we will see, right? So let me take a look at the chat room again. Oh, Seer coin. So let's take a look at Seer. I like Seer BTC on a higher time frame, right? Okay, so I like Seer. I would love, okay, to get Seer, okay, back down to like a 8 to 15 sats. Okay, I'm looking for a big parabolic move all the way up to like a 160 or even like a 300 sats. But I want to get it, I would like to get it at 8 to 15 sats for another reaccumulation. It is not going to be a short-term trade. It is going to be like a, for the next like a alt season, right? So you just buy it, would just buy it and forget it, right? Let it do the work, and and wait for the big breakout, just like FET. We talked about FET before the breakout. We talked about one BTC Harmony. When no one was talking about Harmony, we said buy Harmony at 10 sats, 10 to 15 sats and all that good stuff. It pumped all the way up, guys, to the moon and all that good stuff, right? Let's take a look at one BTC. One BTC right here. Okay, last year, that's when I said primary buy range, just about 30 to 25, dollar cost average 15 to 18. Bang, take a look at it, guys. Pump all the way up to 400 sat, over 10x versus BTC. That's the type of move I'm expecting on Seer coin. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it, but we will see if we're gonna dump all the way down to like a 8 to 15 sat. Even 25 sats, it is still a good buy if we're expecting like 300 sats and all that good stuff, right? So Seer, whatever, just gotta be patient with it, just like we were being patient with with Harmony. Before anyone was talking about Harmony, we were like, okay guys, I don't know anything about Harmony, but I like the setup. I like the parabolic move to the downside. Okay, I didn't care about the project or anything. All right. Hey, what's up, Sarah? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at BTC once again. We just got some new moon boys talking about BTC. Let's go back to BTC. So BTC, what we're saying is like our next resistance, right, on the high time frame going to be just about like a 43. Okay, we're almost at 43. That's going to be our short-term resistance. Why 43? Because 43, if you take a look at it, right here to right there, so 43 to 45 range going to be right here at 50% pullback. The reason why I'm saying like a 45 also is like if you're doing it on the linear scale, right, not log scale, your Fibonacci, the 50% pullback going to be at 46, right? That's why I just wanted to include like 45, so to say, let's just keep an eye on BTC up to 45. However, if you want to just use your log scale, you don't care about anything else. You just suck it up and say 43 going to be the resistance, right? But so you just have to be very cautious, right, how you want to use your Fibonacci, right? But let's just say 43 to a 45 range going to be the next resistance, right, in the short term. Doesn't mean we will get a reversal, but we could see a potential some sell-off at 43, 45, right? And if we break it, we're going to be looking for 47.5, right, on our log scale Fibonacci. So make sure to hit the likes, guys. We got 11 likes, 36 watching. If you're new to our content, don't forget to join the public Telegram group, link in the description. I've been giving you guys updates regarding BTC and been saying stay bullish, stay bullish, stay bullish. Okay, you're gonna make the most profits by going with the trend, not going against the trend. It doesn't mean we're gonna go to the moon, but we're gonna make some profits in the short term. And if markets decide to reverse, we're just gonna go with the market again. If we pump to the upside, we will take a look at it, right? It's not like we're gonna sell out and not holding anything, right? When do I think the 10x alt move will start? I don't know. I can't tell you about when, but one thing I like to do regarding alt is like, let's go ahead and take a look at my altcoins. Let's take a look at band, right, for instance, right? So one thing I like about alt is like before any alt season, right, we gotta get above our 3-day 21 EMA versus BTC. Okay, once we get above our 3-day 21 EMA versus BTC, we're gonna start talking about alt season. But as long as we're trading, okay, trading below the 2-day 21, 3-day 21, we're most likely not going to see some 10x. Okay, it doesn't mean, once again, we're not going to get it. These suckers are crazy. But the way I trade the market over the last 2 years, right, price action above the 3-day 21 EMA, bullish divergence on our MACD, right, like that, it is always a good sign of an alt season. Okay, but as of now, we don't have any. All right, take a look at AVA BTC. We don't have any, right? Most of these alt not giving us some bullish divergences, right, on our 3-day basis. So we just have to be very patient. Okay, how do you mute live? I don't know, source energy. I don't know what you're talking about. Sen, can you take a look at the 21-day and the 50-day? The 21-day, we just talked about the 21-day cycle, right? The 21-day cycle, what we said was like we still going to stay bullish at the 21 EMA on the 3 weeks time frame, right? So if you take a look at it right here, that's why on the macro scale, we've been saying don't short BTC at or below 30K. Yes, could it drop down to 25? Yes, it could. But you just don't want to be taking a chance, right, to be shorting at 30K or below. You know, you want to be buying spots, okay? If you want to take a long position, just be patient. Once we get the breakout on a 2-day, 3-day basis, you take the long position, right? But you don't want to be basically rushing the market, trying to short it down to 25 and take a long position and all that good stuff. No need to be shorting at or below 30K, right? When we were at 30K range right here. I know most people have been shorting the dawn of all bear, right? The dawn of all bear has been shorting at 30K and all that good stuff, but you got to be cautious, okay? You got to be cautious. So let's take a look at the 50-day cycle. The 50-day cycle is flipping positive, right? But it is not bullish yet, okay? The overall trend, it is still bearish. If we take a look at it on the Heikin-Ashi right here, we're still bearish. We're still bearish, okay? On the Heikin-Ashi, we're still bearish. So we just have to be very, very cautious. That's why I'm saying we at least need to get a 50-day bullish candle on our Heikin-Ashi before we talk about like a reversal. I mean like bull market, like 150K and all that good stuff. But in the short term, you know, we could be saying like a short-term bull, right? Up to whatever, right? Till we get some short-term resistance, right? So high time frame, it is still bearish. Let's just be cautious, right? As you can see right here, after the 2018 bull market, 2017, whatever, right? It took forever to get a bullish, you know, 50-day bullish candle, right? So let's just be cautious. Yes, and we got like almost another 40 days to close the candle. So we got plenty of time, right, to close the 50-day cycle. Cycle just opened on the 20th, so you know, 40 days after the July 20th, it is almost like first week of September. So we got plenty of time, right, to close this candle. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. So stay safe out there. Market is pretty volatile. The trend, it is still bullish. No need to be bearish. Stay with the trend over the next few days. We're probably gonna get some sign of you know, reversal or a sign of continuation, and we're gonna talk about all that good stuff. But in the short term, I'm bullish. Macro view, you know, we're still on a downtrend, and till we get a short term, you know, till we get a macro reversal, right? Right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.